All right, guys, today we're just gonna run through a 10 buzz cut with a high taper. Got Jonah here in the chair. Kind of a difficult cut just where his hair texture is super light and kind of, as you can see how it flows back that way. So first thing I'm gonna do with that 10 guard is just take my length down on the top. And then obviously with these bigger guards, you gotta make sure that you run through quite a few times because the lengths can sometimes be a little inconsistent. So you wanna make sure everything is down to the same length. One thing with his hair too, as you can see, like this, the direction of how his hair is going, this comes forward, this kind of comes down to the left. So what I wanna do, instead of putting a 10 back here, I'm gonna lower it down to like an 8, just to give that illusion that it's kind of the same length, but because of the fluffiness of his hair, it appears a little bit longer the way that's sticking out. So I'm gonna finish this on top and then run over that number 8 guard towards the back to lower it down a little bit more. So that's that 8 guard. And as you can see, it just kind of flows right into the top, so it's not sticking out so far out. So jumping into that high taper, because of this kind of bulk right here, we wanna blend that out. So the taper itself is gonna come from top point of the ear to the C cup. We're gonna remove that completely. Just eliminate that completely, just like that. Hit that with the full shaver, just to get it as clean as possible. And then I'm gonna start debulking some of this weight here. So I'm gonna start with my 3 open. I'm just gonna follow the shape of his head and just come out. I should lighten that space up a little bit. You don't want to come too far behind the ear because then it's going to look like 2 separate haircuts. So kind of stop right towards the top of that because that blend is going to kind of burst around like that. So just come into that with the corner, close it up, and just come right up underneath it. So then I'm going to take my 1.5, close, and I'm going to come right up into that section that I just made. And when you flick it the right way, that 1.5 goes right into that 3. So it should blend right in. You don't really have to mess with it too much. You can open it a little bit if it doesn't seem like it's cutting how you want it to. Just kind of mess with that lever. I'm gonna open my lever 2 notches, make that first guideline. And I'm gonna close it fully, knock that bottom line out. Then I'm gonna go number 1 halfway, just kind of use the corner to go up into that 1.5. And work my way down to the 0.5. Kind of open and close it as I go. And I'm just seeing how the hair reacts to the guard. So if I think it's cutting too much, I'll just open it up a little bit and then just kind of work around that. Flip back to the 1 all the way open. Just come up just a little bit higher. And then right up in here behind the ear, I'm just gonna go 3 open. And just kind of use the corner of the blade to just kind of knock that down. Just to lighten it up so when I come back and line it, it'll be able to take a line a little easier. So if I come into this too much with a guard, it'll reveal the shape of his head more. So I'm trying to keep this shape more at that angle. So I'm gonna come in here with my thinning shears and just knock a little bit more of that weight out. I don't want to kill completely everything that I just created, so I'm just going to use the thinning shears to just kind of lighten it up a little bit more. I always like to put my line behind the ear, just so I can kind of see it coming together a bit. So I'll go ahead and do that there, and then just kind of behind the neck. And then I'll punch in the vertical bar. Same thing with the back. As you can see, his hair kind of comes in this little M shape down here and then it grows up right here. So it creates this little ridge. So I want to start my fade kind of in the middle of this so that we could just kind of fade that up a little bit higher. A lot of times with your canvases, like you're never going to have the perfect head to cut. So a haircut may seem simple walking in the door, but until you actually sit here and analyze and evaluate the client's hair growth and patterns, you know, you'll have to adjust your techniques or your starting spots, kind of press up your fade a little bit where it needs to, lighten certain spots if you need to, just to make sure everything just flows smoothly into each other. And then I'm gonna go in with my 1.5. I'm gonna just clear that bulk out for where I'm gonna fade. I'm gonna go lever in the middle, Bump that up. Close it. Knock at the bottom. I'm gonna go one open. Okay. Actually, one midway. All right, so back to the 0. I'm gonna keep it closed. I'm just gonna use my corner to come into those darker spots right here. And as you can see, that lightens up and it just kind of blends into the number 1. It's kind of the same shade of darkness as the other guard. A lot of the times you just gotta create the illusion of the blend if it doesn't kind of work out perfectly how you want it. Before I finish blending that out, I'm gonna go ahead and put a line on this side just so I can see it all flow together. And just punch that in. All right, so now to finish blending that line here, I'm gonna come with my 2 open and just kind of ride it off his head, natural shape of his head. Because like I said, we're trying to keep that shape that we created. Because of the shape of his head, we're just trying to come off the head like this. And then I did a 3 open on the other side, so I'm gonna do a 3 open right in here too. Just to lower that length a little bit so the lineup pops. All right, so this side of his head, unlike the other side, his hair comes forward, where the other way it kind of went that way. So we gotta make sure that everything is going in the direction that it wants. So we're just gonna come in and then just, once the guard hits here, we're just kind of letting it naturally rock off. And then whatever it cuts, it might not be much, that's just kind of where we're gonna put the end of the fade. So it's more of like a compressed high fade. He got wide temples, so take it too high, look like a mohawk. Same thing, punch that guideline in, top of the C cup to the top of the ear, and then kind of dip it right here so that the fade fits in. So 1.5, right up into the 3. I'm just kind of like freehanding into the top of this. Blade middle. And closed. We got number 1, middle. And same thing, just kind of freehand into where that 1.5 left off. And then half fully open. Closed. All right, same thing with this side. I'm gonna punch in, a little bit of vertical bar that you can on this side. His corners are a little weak, so I'm not trying to like do anything crazy. And then behind the ear. A little bit of thinning shears right up in here. So now I got a number 2, and I'm just gonna come with the grain and just smooth out that side part of his beard. And just hit the top, make sure everything's the same length. Put the back line in, keep it natural. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a light line on the beard. I always start from the top and build the beard from there.
Find something to put on. We got the streets
It always makes me amazed how you can turn nothing into something with a swipe of a razor. I'll hit the top here. All right, so I'm gonna throw a light touch of enhancements in his beard. Fill those little spots in. Corners of the taper too.
Don't go so crazy here with narrow.
All right, so I put some white pencil on my hand, little dab on here. Just gonna add some definition. And we're not doing no Island Boys pencils, all right? We don't just color it on and leave a crazy line. We blend it in so that it actually looks natural. Just gonna give it a little pop for the pictures, for the video. And then we come behind it with the razor too to thin it out even more. And then for these little flyaway hairs, I'm just gonna kind of run over it with my shears.
we're just trying to make it blend, so I'm not too worried about like keeping it long so it don't poke up or anything like that. Just trying to just cut it as short as possible to where it's not sticking up. So I'm just gonna run through that, just kind of eyeball it, freehand it, cut it down some. Then if y'all want to give me a follow, I'm AJ Cuts Pro on Instagram, YouTube. Y'all can follow me there, see some pictures of my work, and just connect a little bit through that.